St. John Baptist de La Salle. Live Jesus in our hearts.
Hello, I'm John Knight, blessed to be president of De La Salle Collegiate and grateful for this opportunity to speak to you. As we approach the holiday of Thanksgiving, each one of us thinks about the many blessings we have received. Here at De La Salle Collegiate, we too have been blessed in many different ways. However, the greatest blessing we have received is the opportunity to work with a variety of young men in our school building. Today, you'll have a chance to listen to some of these young men express their gratitude to the people who have made a difference in their lives here at De La Salle Collegiate. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, the Brothers of the Christian Schools, the faculty, staff, and administration, I want to wish you and your loved ones a blessed and enjoyable Thanksgiving.
For the 2 quarters at De La Salle, you have been my greatest teacher. The way you teach me speaks to me differently, a way no teacher has ever impacted my learning. I have always struggled a little more than others with English, and I am happy to say that I have seen a major improvement in my writing thus far. I always look forward to going to your class and learning about the next element we are going to take with us to college and beyond. I'm thankful for you for always pushing your students and myself to do better, improve, and do one's best. Thank you, Mrs. Michael.
Thank you.
Last year, when I first met you, I felt like I met a leader. I knew a few things about leadership, but you taught me more. You told me to not let anything get under my skin, represent my family, and handle my business. I won't forget what you said, and I will carry leadership around with me all my life. Thank you for being a great leader and role model for me and for others as well.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. Glad I can help you, inspire you, man. That's what it's all about. Giving you the tools beyond just high school. You know, you go off to college and even life after college. It's about instilling something in you as a young man. So glad I could be here to help you. I'm always going to be there for you, even after high school.
Dear Brother Ken, thank you for being a great teacher. You have taught me a lot over the course of the year. You also taught me about you taught me about the creation of the world, then Moses leading the Hebrews out of Egypt. And I've also learned about the salvation history as well as the ways God has shown his love for us. The curriculum is very enjoyable in your class. I always like learning about the Old Testament because the stories are very interesting. But the test and movies you show also help me learn about God. Old Testament is my favorite class, and I'm always looking forward to it. I'm glad I have you for New Testament next semester. In all, I am thankful you are my teacher.
That's very kind. Thank you very much.
No problem.
I'm especially thankful for the times you have helped me with my blood sugar to stay up. I remember one time during my sophomore year when my sugar was low during Spanish and I had to come down to check it. I was already having an awful day, but you helped to change that. You asked me about my brother and my whole family and my grandma. I love talking about my grandma with you. We talked about your grandbabies, and you let me have a Mountain Dew, which I'm not sure if I was supposed to let anyone know that. I know it sounds like a stupid memory because it happens all the time, but honestly, sometimes sitting in your office and talking to you is the highlight of my day. Thank you for all that you do, and I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Love, Noah.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
Happy Thanksgiving in this. You make me cry. Why are you doing this?
As you know, the Thanksgiving season is here and we have much to be thankful for. I have many things to be thankful for coming into my first year here at De La Salle, but I would like to take the time to thank you for being my world contemporary teacher. I did not learn very much from my previous social studies classes. This year has been different for me. You are much more involved in your classes. You actually teach us our lessons and don't make us teach ourselves. I really admire how you can relate to us even if we are only in the 9th grade. I think that we share some interests. I am very interested in history, the modern world, and military history. You remind me a lot of my 6th grade teacher. He was very professional and he was very passionate about what he taught. I can see that you are also very passionate about what you teach, so I try my best to pay attention and work the hardest that I can. I like how you and my other teachers say hello in the hallway. It makes me feel like I'm very welcome and a part of De La Salle. Out of all the teachers I've had so far, you are my favorite. Thank you for being my world contemporary teacher.
Buzz, appreciate that, man. Thanks, bud.
Thank you, Ms. Stoneman, for always helping me with homework if I am struggling in a class. You help me and my classmates study for quizzes and tests. When you help me study and help me with homework, it really helps me get good grades. Thank you for always letting me do homework in your class and for helping me out with my homework. Thank you, Ms. Stoneman, for holding me accountable. If I turn in a paper late, you mark it late. I may not like it now, but later in life I will. Thank you, Ms. Stoneman.
Great, that's really nice. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is really nice.
Thanks for making a difference for me and all the students involved in the De La Salle music program. It really is an understatement to say that you put your heart and soul into show choir, concert band, marching band, and jazz band, as well as the classes you teach. I remember you were the first faculty member I truly met my freshman year when I was auditioning for marching band, and even though I butchered my audition piece, you told me I did great, which I definitely appreciated. Your encouragement was one of the biggest reasons that I stayed in the music program, especially I know like some of my classmates too in the program, even though there were many times that like I felt like I wanted to quit freshman year. And seeing the energy and time you put into making each one of us feel like part of a family reminded me of the many friends I made as a result of the music program. So there are a lot of good memories because of the music program, being a part of it, like the skit nights, the hay rides, and freezing our fingers off at cold playoff games. And those are some of the things I'll be able to take with me forever, and a lot because of how hard you work to make the music program work and to help all the kids fit in. So thanks again.
Thank you, man. It's a blast to work with you guys.
Yeah.
Dear Mrs. Aldini, before I joined this amazing De La Salle community, I was nervous and kind of wanted to stay at my old school with the friends that I had made throughout elementary school and junior high. When I first came here for the open house in 2017, you were the first person that spoke to me and showed me around the school. It was easy to connect with you because both of your sons play hockey just like me, and that was what you brought up as soon as I said that I play hockey. You were also very welcoming and showed up to everything with a smile on your face, which really helped me to feel happy every time I came to a school event or a future pilot event. I really appreciate all the opportunities that you've created for me at De La Salle. You have helped me choose classes, get involved in things like being a student ambassador, and even thought of me when you saw that I wasn't on the hockey roster. It helps me get through tough times when I know that somebody like you is at school and willing to help me like you do. Now, because of you, I know that I will always have a friend that I can speak to at school no matter what is going on, and I thank you for that.
Oh, you're such a good young man.
Dear Mr. KOPY, I just want to take this time to say thank you for everything you've taught me throughout this year. You've taught me so many things about how to live a LaSallian life and the roots of the school. I enjoyed learning about St. John Baptist de La Salle and how he started the LaSallian schools and how he impacts our school. I also like how we go to chapel every week, which makes me feel more spiritual every time we go. This also helps me by inspiring me to be more spiritual and always remember that God is always with us, to never lose my faith in Him, or the Holy Spirit who guides me through life. I also want to say thank you for the amount of time you put into your work just to teach us more about God. You always have lectures that are really long and probably took a long time to do. These lectures are packed with great information and are extremely interesting to teach us all more about the Old Testament. You also take very good notes and make great study guides to help us study for a test. When I study using the notes or study guide, it helps me significantly on the test because of how good they are. I also like doing projects you assign because they are usually great topics that help me understand the main idea. For all these reasons, I would just like to thank you one more time for all the things you have done for me throughout here at De La Salle.
Dominic, I appreciate you taking the time to write that. You know, I think I speak for all the teachers when we say, you know, we don't know what kind of impact we're having on a daily basis. You know, we see 150 different kids a day. and we want to have personal connections. We want to know what's going on in your life and what kind of impact we're having, but we don't always know. So the fact that you were to sit there and write that out, and it was very well explained. I mean, some of that stuff, I don't know if it's working, if it's having any kind of effect on anyone, but for you to say that, it just kind of reaffirms me in what I'm doing. I appreciate you taking time to recognize that and realize that it's all for you guys, to make you guys better boys and build you into men. So thank you.